My name is Kevin Hamilton. On behalf of the Pauling Community Foundation Board, welcome to a great day for Pauling. This morning we come together to celebrate a unique and special effort that resulted in this magnificent green, this beautiful pavilion, the artwork, and the lovely Veterans Memorial Plaza to the rear of you. Please permit me, by standing a moment, to pledge allegiance to the flag of America. The flag is behind us. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. This public park has been a long time coming. The idea of the green took shape 25 years ago, 1989, if you can believe that. And Marcus, I think I may have still been in high school then. Not you. After which, the vision and generosity of our friends and neighbors, including many of you who are here this morning, created a public space where the whole community can gather, pause, and enjoy more fully the town and village of Pauling. As many here can attest, the path to creating the green was neither short nor simple. Working in close, ongoing partnership with the village of Pauling, principally through Mayor and his village trustee colleagues, a civic improvement group was formed, the Pauling Community Foundation, to shepherd the design and construction of green, and most importantly, to raise the money necessary to build a new village center without one dime of local tax money. And I can assure you, over these past years, we were reminded many times by the mayor and his colleagues that no local money, that the pledge was not to spend local money, and we achieved that goal. To that end, our little community raised $2.4 million to fund the creation of this park, $1.4 million of which came from us, came from our families, came from our friends, and from our neighbors. And I think that's a pretty remarkable feat, one that we should take notice of and celebrate. Our foundation mission statement reads, "We are dedicated to harnessing the precious resource of our concerned citizenry to enhance the beauty and economic vitality of Pauling." Well, I think we harnessed our resources very well, and we have lived up to that mission. Along the way, some asked, why build a green? Along the way, many asked, why build a green? And our answer has always been simple. Because we want to live in a place with a sense of community. And this green takes that abstract idea of community and makes it real. Further, we all know successful towns have always had a center. Our ancestors of successful towns had a piazza in Italy, or a square in an English town. And here, now, in Pauling, we have a green. This park is a meaningful gift from ourselves, and to our posterity. The gift giving took many forms. For example, in addition to a sizable financial donation from he and his wife, Elizabeth, Bill McGinnis applied his architect expertise in the design and construction process of this beautiful pavilion. And what a job he did. Thank you for doing that. The public artwork you see here on bronze plaques here in the plaza around the pavilion, entitled Hats Off to Pauling, was the result of community collaboration between longtime residents and local historians. Resident artist and friend to many of us, Leslie Enders Lee, created this artwork, which identifies elements of Pauling's history that will inspire our citizens in the future. If you haven't yet done so, please enjoy the artwork here. It's really very special. More than 600 local residents made financial donations to the effort. Let me repeat that. More than 600 local residents made financial donations to the effort, and we from the Pauling Community Foundation offer a heartfelt thank you, thank you, thank you to each one of them. Among the 600, a few should be mentioned for their significance. Firstly, Betty Hedinger and her late husband John were the catalysts that turned a vision into more a reality with sizable early lead gifts. Betty, I know you care very much about our community, and I'm so pleased you're here this morning for the dedication of the screen. And thank you for what you and John have done to help make Pauling a better place. Joseph Famularo is here. He and Bernard Pinzer made important contributions to the process, both financial and more. Joe, along with Betty, did more than anyone else here to politely encourage others in Pauling to open their hearts and then to open their checkbooks. And their efforts were impactful and unmistakable. Thank you, Joe, for all you have done to help better our community. You continue to be an inspiration to many of us. Others who made very important donations to the cause, without whose support this park would not be here, include Ann Ziff, her late husband Bill, and the Ziff family, Castagna Realty, Frank Castagna, in whose name this pavilion is dedicated, Rose and Kiernan Insurance Agency through Charlie Daniels, and Key Bank. In addition to making sizable donations, leading our foundation board as chairpersons through this many-year process were Bill Wixom, who from the outset helped us stay true to our mission. Thank you, Bill. Brian Goodall. Brian could not make it this morning, though I know he is thrilled with the result of our efforts, and our community owes a debt of gratitude to he and his wife Nina for their service to the cause. Charlie and Lisa Daniels contributed to the effort on many fronts, and in my estimation, he represents among the best example of civic commitment than any other in Pauling. Archibald Smith. We all knew Arch was never really that busy in his capacity as headmaster at Trinity Pauling School, and yet he led us very well through much of the construction process of the green. Thank you, Arch. I know you're not here, but thank you nonetheless for your service to our community. Amy Reynolds and Karen Zukowski. Amy and Karen have tied a nice ribbon into a very nice bow as we completed the green, and they helped bring us to this day. Thank you, Amy and Karen, for your service and for your commitment to Pauling. There are many PCF board members here today. Each made contributions to the cause in their own way, and I thank my board colleagues for their service to our home community. Now it's my pleasure to ask Mayor Liflin to address us. Before doing so, I know I speak for the entire PCF board, Rob, in stating how appreciative we are of your unending dedication to the green and to the village of Pauling. Thank you, Mayor, for being our partner, and we wish you every success in stewarding the future of the green. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Rob Liflin.
Thank you, everyone. Very kind words. Very humble here. To have a project go through like this. We just don't want to forget those that put effort, hours into this. Like the late Bob Murphy. Bob was dedicated to this green also. There's a bench over here, like right, where it's dedicated to Bob for all the hard work. Who can forget those Saturday mornings that we would hash out all the projects that we thought we'd like to do, and look at one example, look at another example, and look what we came to. I am so humble and so proud. We're a community to come together and raise $1.4 million. I think you should all give yourself a applause for that. We're so humble. putting another mark on the map here for us. I really appreciate that. And at this time, I'd like to introduce some dignitaries. First, I'd also like to thank Senator Paul. He got us $250,000 for this front. It was allowed for us to keep this going. And thank him enough for that. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Congressman, Mr. Gibson.
Well, I thank the mayor, and it's great to be with friends, to be in this wonderful community, and what a glorious day it is. Now, I guess after all that rain, I thought maybe we'd be building an ark this morning. But, you know, I just want to say that, you know, a community as special as this, to have this green pavilion, which could bring people together, is really special. And, you know, as a veteran myself, the fact that you're dedicating this to veterans, I want to tell you how much it means to me, and I know to all vets. And we're doing this on Flag Day weekend, and it's, I think, very appropriate that we reflect on how fortunate we are. To be born American is to win the lottery, and to really to be appreciative of that fact that, you know, in 1776, we asserted, you know, the fact that we could live free, those special rights that we have. We codified them in a constitution, in a Bill of Rights that give us that freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, the right to keep and bear arms, the right to be reasonably secure in our persons and things, the right to not be denied life, liberty, or property without due process of law, to its public and speedy trial. These things that we look back, we can take for granted. This is a wonderful, wonderful, this is an amazing thing. This Bill of Rights that we share together, all of us share. You know, and you know, as we reflect on the sacrifices that allowed this to be so, we think about those who lost their lives in pursuit of those freedoms, those who were wounded, and those that may not have physical wounds but have been emotionally scarred. And we remember them today, and having this dedication for veterans, I think, really makes the difference. And I think the way that we can honor those sacrifices is by each and every one of us, every day, living to our God-given potential of serving others. And I think that this green is, and this pavilion is a great way of doing just that. And to all those that helped make it so, you know, heartfelt thanks and congratulations to Pauling. What a wonderful day. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. Karen Semlingen, please like to say a word.
Good morning, everyone. I look down the green there, and I see the Veterans Memorial, and I see the American flags. And you know, if you look at the calendar, Memorial Day was a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday was Flag Day. The 4th of July is coming up, and it all kind of crystallizes with this event today and the opening of this green, because the names on the plaque down there, and the men and women who sacrificed and died for our country, and the flag that flies above it. This is what it's all about. Community coming together to make their community a little bit better and a little bit nicer, and groups without having to rely on the local taxpayers coming together to build a beautiful monument. I always tell my wife when I'm coming out to Pauling, I said, I wish you could come with me. She's home taking care of our kids. Because you drive to Pauling, it's like driving into a Norman Rockwell book. And you see a sunny day like this, it really is an amazing day. And I want to say a couple quick things about Flag Day, because this is almost the perfect Flag Day scene. You know, the flag is a symbol, for sure, hope, democracy, and freedom. But I think the flag has real power. If you look back in World War II, when we raised the flag in the Pacific on Iwo Jima, that was Japanese soil, and I'm sure the flag is symbolic, but I think it had real power that day, because we had raised the flag on Japanese soil, and it kind of broke the backs of the Japanese, and it inspired our guys to keep pushing on. And if you look at the 1960s, it was a tough decade. We were involved in the war and strife in the communities, but at the end of that decade, we went to the moon, we put a man on the moon, and one of the first things he did was raise the American flag. And more recently, when there was an attack on our country in 2001, not too far from here, 60 or 70 miles from here, firemen with 300 of their brothers lying dead raised the American flag, gave us all hope. And it was because of events like that that we have days like this. So I want to thank all the organizers of this event, the many hours and years that went into putting this on, because the people who sacrificed did so that we could have days like this. So thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America.
Our next is no stranger to Pauling, our county exec, Marcus. Thank you for coming. Hi, Jack. Coming up.
Jack's going to give a speech. Let me tell you what this green means to a kid. There are a couple of kids, me and he, from outside of Pauling. I tried to explain to Jack where we were going, and we have a parade to go to for Father's Day in Poughkeepsie. So he knows he's going to be in a parade, but he didn't know what this was about. And when we parked the car and got out of the car, I can tell you his face lit up because he could run safely to a fence and watch a train go by. And you know, that's what village greens in this country and certainly in this community are all about. And I want to express to you on behalf of Dutchess County, I think from time to time folks on this side of the Taconic think that the county doesn't pay all that much attention. I hope we've changed that a little bit for you. But most importantly, I want you to know that the village of Pauling truly is one of the, I think, sparkling jewels in the crown of Dutchess County. And in many ways, you are the gateway, certainly to Eastern Dutchess, but also really to Dutchess County as a whole. And you continue to shine. Your commitment to this community, your ability phenomenally to raise those kind of funds to bring this green to fruition. I know that the county has been and remains a partner with you as you develop this center, so to speak. But you know, in every village and in every community, you need a sense of place. And this green, this pavilion, from its historic roots, recognizing those who have served this country, lost their lives in service to this country, right really to the access to New York City and train traffic, if you will. It really speaks to the historic roots of this community, the dedication that you all show today in the present, and your hope for the future. So I want to end just by congratulating all of you. Dutchess County is very, very proud of this community, and you continue to make us proud. And you know, with tomorrow being Father's Day, I've often thought since my daughter is 9 and Jack's now 4 that Father's Day is less about fathers and more about the kids that fathers are supposed to dedicate themselves to. So in many ways, as fathers and mothers, parents of this community, you have dedicated yourselves to the children, the generations that will follow you, and you've left for them not only a fine legacy, but a beautiful place that people can call home, that people can enjoy, and that little boys and little girls get to play in as they grow up in a beautiful, beautiful community calling. So thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Everybody knows this next speaker, Supervisor Dave Kelly, been right along with the village here and all that we do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate it. Really what I'd like to do is just take the opportunity, if you allow me, to introduce everybody else up inside the gazebo. We have Trustee John Berwiger, Trustee Dan Mersan, Trustee Brian Griffin, Kevin Hamilton, our MC, Councilman Phil DeRosa, and Highway Superintendent John Daly. Also joining us up here is our post commander, Lulu Sella, the Legionnaire John Clave. Sorry, I'm thinking of Marcelino. John Clave. It is our honor and privilege to be here today. It is because of the work that you all did and the donations that you all have given. We appreciate it. This is what Pauling is about. This event today kicks off a wonderful day for Pauling. We start here at 10 o'clock. If you like later on, the Methodist Church is having their annual fundraising at Lakeside Park today. Again, volunteer organization, community group, volunteering for the betterment of everyone. We will cap off the day at 4 o'clock at the railroad crossing of the Appalachian Trail up on 22, a dedication of the Harlem Valley Appalachian Trail community. Again, these events and these projects do not happen with the volunteers. And I want to thank you on behalf of the town board, on behalf of the residents. This brought Pauling a magnificent tool. But I really want to thank the mayor, all the elected officials, county executive, our congressman and our assemblyman and our senator for working together to see the vision and move forward.
It wasn't easy. There was people out there that said this is going to be the worst thing that could happen